Welcome back to this week's episode of Carolina Kart Scene, where we look at several different tracks running on March 11th and also expand into a new state. So let's get to it. First track up running on March the 11th is T Raceway in St. Paul's, North Carolina. This is the first of the HBM Reaper Backyard Series. This series is going to go back and forth between T Raceway and Tri-County Kartway in Kenly, North Carolina. This is a great series for backyard racers, and so definitely get out and check this event out. Next up is Liberty Raceway Park. This race is a part of the North Carolina Dirt Series and is sponsored by Dyno Cams. I mentioned this race a couple of weeks ago, but it was postponed due to rain and moved to this weekend. Also in this race, Maxxis Tires is putting up a bonus for anybody that can win on Maxxis Tires in the Clone 390, Junior 1, Junior 2, or Junior 3 classes. So it's definitely a good race to get out to, and all the new dirt they have put down for this track. They've also started a YouTube channel to broadcast a lot of their races, so if you get an opportunity, definitely check them out. Next up is Old State Line Speedway in Lawsonville, North Carolina. Technically, they are not racing this coming weekend, but they are having an open practice for their upcoming year that starts on March the 18th. So if you're definitely going to be racing this track, this is a great opportunity to get out and to test and get a feel for this track. Next up is a race that we talked about last week, and it's Cherokee Speedway in Gaffney, South Carolina. This is the 3/8 mile speedway that normally hosts dirt late models, and they're holding their one-off kart race they hold each year. I know several people that are going to this race and are going to have a lot of fun and a lot of interesting stories to hopefully tell after this race. So if you're in the Cherokee Gaffney area, definitely get out and watch this race and support this one. Next up, running March 11th, is Warrior Creek in Gray Court, South Carolina. After running the wing karts last weekend, they're running their regular show at the racetrack. They're also doing a lot of improvements to improve parking and expand parking. So this track always puts on a very organized, very good race. So definitely go out and check this one out if you're in the Gray Court area. And the last racetrack we want to talk about running on March the 11th is just across the South Carolina-Georgia state line, and is the Georgia Karting Complex in Carnesville, Georgia. This weekend they'll be running the second annual John T. Cash Memorial Race with a lot of classes in the lineup. This is definitely a track that I'm going to put on my bucket list to get down to hopefully this year, if not next year. They're also running point series later in the year, and as the weeks go along, we'll be showcasing and highlighting them. So definitely get out and support this track and see what they have to offer. And as always, please like, subscribe, and if you have any suggestions on tracks we need to cover or series we need to cover or ways that we can improve the episodes, please let me know and drop a comment in the comment section. Thank you.